Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach, and today we have a very special guest. I was on her podcast about a year ago, and not just me, I was there along with my dad. So this was a very, very special podcast because I think it was my father's first ever podcast, and it was a lot of musti because you can imagine what it must be like when two people working together, father and son, and the host did a fantastic job of bringing out that whole dynamic. So I've always wanted to have her on the Habit Coach podcast because I love the things that she talks about. She's a fellow host on the IVM network as well, and she hosts the show, the Empowering series with Zarina Poonawalla. So without much ado, Zarina Poonawalla, welcome to the Habit Coach
Hi,
podcast.
Ashton. I'm so happy to be on your podcast finally.
Finally.
Long overdue. And yes, I miss your dad. Say hi to him from me. That was a wonderful time.
For sure. Wasn't it so much fun? People
It was
wrote in
too much
saying
fun.
that you guys are insane.
I know. I love the post production aspect of that podcast with all the crazy boomerangs and the fun we
And
had.
the pictures and stuff.
I know. That was amazing. So yes, this is exciting.
Thank you.
We keep putting out content like this on this channel, so please don't forget to hit subscribe and the little bell icon so you know when future videos come out.
Zarina, how do you understand emotional intelligence, right? I can at one point of time feel that manifestation of a physical anxiety in my body.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't understand my emotions, correct? How do I ever take it to that next level? What is the journey that people should start off in understanding their emotions?
So Ashton, you're a coach and I'm a coach. So we have a deeper understanding of human beings and human behavior.
Correct.
And I've realized this one thing: people don't know who they are, and people assume who they are. On the basis of those assumptions, they have emotions. And you know how we've been stereotyped and boxed into anger is bad, or frustration is bad, happiness is good, success is good. So the problem really is the stigma that comes with emotions. Men don't cry, boys don't cry, things like that. The idea of an emotion is all emotions are okay to have and express. Emotional intelligence is when you are balanced and you know that feeling and you know how to respond to that feeling. So if you're angry, you're okay to be angry. But an emotional intelligent person will choose to probably count to 10, for instance, or take a deep breath instead of lashing out or slapping somebody, hitting something, throwing something. The idea of managing your emotion is to be able to balance and think and respond, right? Unfortunately, I think people think anger, these are the qualities of an angry person, these are the qualities of a calm person, these are the qualities of a sad person. That's not how it is, and that is why it is important to understand emotional intelligence is a wonderful thing to achieve for each one of us. It allows you to be able to handle compassion. And I don't know, I'd heard this by Sundar Pichai once, I think, the Google CEO. And he said that, okay, if there's a cockroach running around in a restaurant, right?
Right.
If you don't like cockroaches or you're scared of insects, what are you going to do? What's your reaction going to be? You're going to scream, shout.
Scream. Yeah, jump on the table.
Jump on the table, exactly. Is the problem solved? Has the cockroach gone? No.
Nah.
But maybe the waiter will come by, say sorry for first because there shouldn't have been a cockroach around. But he will pick up the roach and put it out or find another way to deal with it. But if he screams and shouts, he won't deal with the problem. Correct. So there's the difference there in reaction and response, like we know. All right. And response is what emotionally intelligent people do. They respond to situations.
Very interesting. So you can have a feeling, you can have an emotion, and if you just react to that, it's useless. Correct? Unless you can respond to it to do something about it. Only then it doesn't make sense. So the whole idea is to break it up from just saying that, oh, I'm feeling angry, I want to punch someone, I want to hit somebody, to saying, I'm feeling angry, okay, understood, what can I do about it so I don't continue feeling angry? Or I do something else, correct?
Right.
Is
right.
it?
And more importantly, why, Ashton? Why? Why am I feeling angry? Is this becoming part of my nature? Is this who I have become? Or is there a genuine reason for me to be angry? Does the person even know I'm angry with them? There are so many nitty-gritties. You see, as we grow older, you'll always find that one relative or family member, and in coaching, you'll end up finding one person who will tell you, he's like this only. He's always been like this. My point is, if you are like this and you're not conducting yourself well, is this how you want to remain? And why is that an excuse for your family members? Why are we accepting it? So you see, that comes from this just knowing that I'm angry, but what's making me angry? Why? What should I do about it? The questions that you just asked. Yes.
And you're so right. I love the statement about he's like this only. Guys, when we start thinking about growth, the idea if you're going to be like this only is a limiting belief, right? Matlab, it is like a label that you put on yourself. I am an angry person, so I'll continue to be an angry person. Mera gussa bahut kharab hai. Tumko pata nahi. Right? The way that we refer to our anger, to the emotions of, I'm a very sad person. Okay, then you'll be a very sad person. Right?
Exactly.
But, as soon as you decide saying that, this is not who I necessarily want to be. And that decision step has to take place. And then you can start figuring out what the next steps are. So one is understanding who you are currently. Okay. Maybe you can ask your friends, what are the kinds of emotions that I typically show? Like, who am I? If you can't understand this for yourself, like Zarina, do you have ways in which people figure out who they are? Because I remember you mentioning it as a cause of anxiety, but like, do people really know who they are? How would they actually go about finding that out for themselves?
I think what really happens is we are different people in different people's realities. Our perception of who we are and who people think we are. Now, people may be, Ashdin, if I can just kind of break that down, you have family. Family thinks of you a certain way, people you've grown up with. There's a reality that they have built around you. You have friends, there's a reality they've built around you. You've shared secrets, you've shared fun, you've shared sadness, you've shared a lot of things. Co-workers, there's a reality they've built around you. So what, and a relationship, that you're in. So what really happens is who you are is one, who you are bringing to the table, and two, the reality the other person has perceived about you. So there is one simple thing that you can really do. You can be honest with yourself. If you know this is who I am and I don't like me, make changes. If you know this is who I am and I am spreading love, or I am easygoing and I am connecting with people and feeling good about it, be that way and help others to be that way. But the idea is not what people think you are. The idea always is going to be what you deep down feel about yourself. And to be honest, Ashdin, I feel these days, it's become a bit of a fad to be upset and to be sad. People don't want to embrace happiness sometimes.
To be
it's
triggered.
Right in front of you.
To be triggered. They're constantly triggered by things. Yeah.
Yes. I come across little children who will say, I'm stressed about exams, or I'm stressed because I have to get a signature for the principal, for example. A mom is stressed about the kids, a husband is stressed. So you are always going to have reasons to be troubled. But how you deal with those troubles comes from, the emotional intelligence, knowing who you are, what you want to change, things like that.
Thank you so much, Zarina, and look forward to our next podcast.
Thank you.